Hello, everybody. Welcome to TRP, the Random Podcast, with me, Saurabh Saneja. This is the book reading series of TRP, and currently we are reading the book The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari by Robin S. Sharma. So, Robin S. Sharma, a captivating story that teaches as it delights. Paulo Coelho, author of The Alchemist. It's soon to be a major motion picture. So basically a fable about fulfilling your dreams and reaching your destiny. Now there are a couple of different praises for this particular book. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari is a treasure, an elegant and powerful formula for true success and happiness. Robin S. Sharma has captured the wisdom of the ages and made it relevant for these turbulent times. I couldn't put it down. So this was from Joy Tai, author of Never Fear, Never Quit. Then a magnificent book. Robin S. Sharma is the next OG Mendino. So from Dottie Walters, author of Speak and Grow Rich. Then we have novel approach to self-help, makes advice easy to take. This is from The Liberal. A wonderful story sharing lessons that can enrich your life. That is from Ken Vygotsky, author of The Ultimate Power. Okay. Filled with insights about fulfilling and following your passion and living your dream, a good read. Then Justin and Michael Jones, co-founders of New Dimensions Radio and co-authors of True Work, The Sacred Dimension of Earning a Living. Okay. Then Robin Sharma has created an enchanting tale that incorporates the classic tools of transformation into a simple philosophy of living. A delightful book that will change your life. From Elaine St. James, author of Simplify Your Life and Inner Simplicity. A fun, fascinating, fanciful adventure into the realm of personal development, personal effectiveness, and individual happiness. It contains treasure of wisdom and can enrich and enhance the life of every single person. By Brian Tracy, author of Maximum Achievement. Then we have Robin Sharma has an important message for all of us, one that can change our lives. He's written a one-of-a-kind handbook for personal fulfillment in a hectic age. Scott DiGramo, past publisher, Success Magazine. A captivating story that teaches as it delights, from Paulo Coelho, author of The Alchemist. Oh nice, there are more. So praise for Mega Living. Oh nice, Mega Living. We'll look into Mega Living a bit later. So finally getting into this book, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari, a fable about fulfilling your dreams and reaching your destiny, Robin S. Sharma. I'm using this Jaco Publishing House publication book. It's specifically for India publication. And this is, I believe, the impression from 2005. Okay. Now, this is dedicated to my son, Colby, who is my daily reminder of all that is good in this world. Bless you. Nice. Okay, so there are a couple of different acknowledgements. So, The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari has been a very special project, brought to fruition through the efforts of some very special people. I'm deeply grateful to my superb production team and to all those whose enthusiasm and energy transformed my vision of this book into reality, especially my family at Sharma Leadership International. Your commitment and sense of mission moves me. I express special thanks to the thousands of readers of my first book, The Mega Living, who graciously took the time to write to me and share how it changed their lives. I also thank all those who have attended my public seminars across North America as well as Sharma Leadership International's many corporate clients who have been such wonderful sponsors of my speaking programs for their employees. To my editor, John Ludon, for your belief in this book and for your faith in me. Thanks as well to Marguerite Buchana, Karen Levin, and the rest of the superb team at Harper San Francisco for investing your energies in this project. To Brent Tracy, Mark Victor Hansen, and my other colleagues in the self-leadership field for your kindness. To Kathy Dunn for your brilliant cover and design. I thought nothing could top the timeless wisdom of self-mastery cover you did for us. I was wrong. To Satya Paul, Krishna, and Sandeep Sharma for your constant encouragement. And most of all, to my wonderful parents, Shiv and Shashi Sharma, who have guided and helped me from day one. To my loyal and wise brother Sanjay Sharma, MD, and his good wife, Susan. To my daughter, Bianca, for your presence. To my son, Colby, for your spirit. And my wife and best friend, Alka. You are the light that shows me the way. So those are a couple of acknowledgements. Life is no brief candle for me. It is a sort of splendid torch which I have got hold of for the moment, and I want to make it burn as brightly as possible before handing it on to future generations. George Bernard Shaw. Nice. So there are total of 12 chapters, 13 chapters. The Wake-Up Call, The Mysterious Visitor, The Miraculous Transformation of Julian Mantle, A Magical Meeting with the Sages of Shivana, A Spiritual Student of the Sages, The Wisdom of Personal Change, A Most Extraordinary Garden, Kindling Your Inner Fire, The Ancient Art of Self-Leadership, The Power of Discipline, Your Most Precious Commodity, The Ultimate Purpose of Life, The Timeless Secret of Lifelong Happiness. The Monk Who Sold His Ferrari. Chapter 1. The Wake-Up Call. He collapsed right in the middle of a packed courtroom. He was one of this country's most distinguished trial lawyer. He was also a man who was as well known for $3,000 Italian suits, which draped his well-fed frame as for his remarkable string of legal victories. I simply stood there, paralyzed by the shock of what I had just witnessed. The great Julian Mantle had been reduced to a victim and was now squirming on the ground like a helpless infant, shaking and shivering and sweating like a maniac. Everything seemed to move in slow motion from that point on. My God, Julian's in trouble. His paralegal screamed, emotionally offering as a binding glimpse of the obvious. The judge looked panic-stricken and quickly muttered something into a private phone she had installed in the event of an emergency. As for me, I could only stand there dazed and confused. Please don't die, you old fool. It's too early for you to check out. You don't deserve to die like this. The bailiff, who earlier had looked as if he had been emblemed in his standing position, leapt into action and started to perform CPR on the fallen legal hero. The paralegal was at his side, her long blonde curls dangling over Julian's ruby-red face, offering him soft words of comfort, words which he obviously could not hear. I had known Julian for 17 years. We had first met when I was a young law student hired by one of his partners as a summer research intern. Back then, he had it all. He was a brilliant, handsome, and fearless trial attorney, with dreams of greatness. Julian was the firm's young star, the rainmaker in waiting. I can still remember walking by his regal corner office while I was working late one night and stealing a glimpse of the framed quotation perched on his massive oak desk. It was by Winston Churchill, and it spoke volumes about the man that Julian was. Sure, I am that this day. we are masters of our fate, that the task which has been set before us is not above our strength, that its pangs and toils are not beyond my endurance. As long as we have faith in our own cause and an unconquerable will to win, victory will not be denied us. Julian also walked his talk. He was tough, hard driving, and willing to work 18-hour days for the success he believed was his destiny. I heard through the grapevine that his grandfather had been a prominent senator and his father a highly respected judge of the federal court. It was obvious that he came from money and that there were enormous expectations weighing on his Armani-clad shoulders. I'll admit one thing though, he ran his own race. He was determined to do things his own way. At it, he loved to put on a show. Or rather, it was and. Julian's outrageous courtroom theatrics regularly made the front pages of the newspapers. The rich and famous flocked to his side whenever they needed a superb legal tactician with an aggressive edge. His extracurricular activities were probably as well known. Late night visits to the city's finest restaurants with sexy young fashion models or reckless drinking escapades with the rowdy band of brokers he called his demolition team became the stuff of legend at the firm. I still can't figure out why he picked me to work with him on that sensational murder case. He was to argue that first summer. Though I had graduated from Harvard Law School, his alma mater, I certainly wasn't the brightest intern at the firm, and my family pedigree reflected no blue blood. My father spent his whole life as a security guard with a local bank after a stint in the Marines. My mother grew up unceremoniously in the Bronx, yet he did pick me over all the others who had been quietly lobbying him for privilege of being his legal gopher on what became known as the mother of all murder trials. He said he liked my hunger. We won, of course, and the business executive who had been charged with brutally killing his wife was now a free man. Or as free as his cluttered conscience would let him be. My own education that summer was a rich one. It was far more than a lesson on how to raise a reasonable doubt where none existed. Any lawyer worth his salt could do that. This was a lesson in the psychology of winning and a rare opportunity to watch a master in action. I soaked it up like a sponge. At Julian's invitation, I stayed on at the firm as an associate, and a lasting friendship quickly developed between us. I'll admit that he wasn't the easiest lawyer to work with. Serving as his junior was often an exercise in frustration, leading to more than a few late-night shouting matches. It was truly his way or the highway. This man could never be wrong. However, beneath his crusty exterior, he was a person who clearly cared about people. So let's keep it until here for the day. So I hope you liked this episode of TRP, the Random Podcast. Please tell me your thoughts about this in the comments. Do like, share, and subscribe. See you in the next one. Bye bye, take care, be healthy, and be safe. Thank you.